Hey everyone, this is Jose, and I want to talk to my buyers out there. I get a lot of questions about mortgage interest rates, and to be honest, I'm a realtor, so mortgage interest rates are really on my mortgage loan originator friend side, which I do have friends there that can help you with that, whether it's to get pre qualified for a first home, second home, or to refinance. But because I get so many questions, I want to bring out this information. This is coming from the St. Louis Federal Reserve. This is government data. This is not my data. In fact, I just simply downloaded this graph from their website to give you perspective. This is 30 years worth of fixed rate mortgage data. So from 1994 to 2024. And the reason I bring this out is because people keep on focusing on the years that interest rates were really low, that they were 3%, 2.5%. And if you look at the graph, you look right on the right hand side, just to give you perspective, that was maybe 2 years out of a 30-year history that we had interest rates that low. Keep in mind, there was a lot of federal stimulus that was being pumped into the system. There was a lot of incentive to keep the real estate market functioning, at least that was the rationale. So that's the reason that interest rates were artificially pushed to these ultra low levels. Now, if you go all the way back to 1994, interest rates were around 9%. Now, they did go up and down over time. They got as low as 7%. Then in the 2000s, we saw 5.5, 6%. After 2008, where we had the mortgage crisis, we saw interest rates start to go down and down some more, all the way up to 2021, where we see some of the lowest rates in history. Then, after that, because of inflation, we start seeing interest rates start to go up as they did the Fed tightening, and now we're sitting at about 6.44%. Now, where things are going to go from interest rates is anybody's guess. Um, but the reality is, if you look over this 30-year history, this did not stop people from buying homes. During those 30 years of history, with the interest rates going up and going down, people were still buying homes. People were still creating wealth for themselves and for their future generations. Simply, they were focused on what was affordable. So, interest rate was a factor, but at the bottom line, how much you were spending on housing versus other expenses, that was a key decision maker. So if you could afford the payment at 9%, you were buying a home and then holding it for 30 years. If you did not refinance at the end of those 30 years, you owned your home free and clear. Now, look at my other video where you'll see over a 30-year period, homes have increased in value a factor of three. Now, mind you, that's dependent on different markets. Some markets are hotter than others. Some areas of the country are increasing in population where other areas are decreasing. So that does affect your home values. But at the end of the day, um, once you pay off a 30-year mortgage, and ask your parents about this, maybe your grandparents, that house is free and clear. You don't have to pay mortgage anymore. You don't have to worry about rent. And that's something important to think about. Your parents, say your parents bought the house 30 years ago and now it's paid off. Their neighbors decided to rent for 30 years and they did nothing else. They're still paying rent and they'll continue to pay rent at ever increasing rates. Whereas your parents who bought the house and paid it off now live rent free, mortgage free in the house until the end of their lives. And they're at their choice, they can pass it on to their children and leave wealth for next generations. So if you're ready to buy a home, give me a call, 352-405-1037. If you're waiting for rates to go down further, I respect that decision. Just keep in mind, uh, Don't wait forever because you could lose the opportunity to buy the home that you want at a price that you want by simply waiting to time the market. So, thank you for watching this video. Give me a call and enjoy this beautiful day.